For all its beauty and splendor, the wilderness can be a cruel teacher. Hawaii's breathtaking beauty can be deceptive, masking the very real dangers that lurk beneath its stunning facade. The island's natural attractions, while awe-inspiring, also come with significant risks that can turn a dream vacation into a nightmare. Let's venture back to the unforgiving ocean where survival is earned, not given. This is Outdoor Disasters. The Hawaiian Islands, with their lush green valleys, towering volcanic peaks, and pristine beaches, embody the essence of paradise. The vibrant sunsets paint the sky with hues of orange, pink, and purple, creating a mesmerizing landscape that reflects off the crystal-clear waters. Visitors are drawn to Hawaii not only for its stunning natural beauty, but also for its rich cultural heritage and the warmth of the aloha spirit. Whether exploring the lush rainforests of Kauai, surfing the legendary waves of Oahu, or witnessing the fiery power of Kilauea on the Big Island, each moment in Hawaii is an invitation to connect with nature and oneself. One of these places visitors are drawn to is the Nakalele Point Blowhole. The blowhole was formed by the relentless pounding of surf that undercut and eroded a lava shelf. Over time, this erosion created an opening in the rock where water could be forced through. Each incoming wave pushes water and air through the hole, with great force resulting in an eruption of water that can shoot up to 100 feet into the air, resembling a geyser. The intensity of the eruption depends on the size and strength of the waves. The blowhole is a spectacular sight, particularly during high tide and strong surf conditions. The eruptions can be mesmerizing and powerful, making it a popular spot for photographers and nature enthusiasts. Reaching the blowhole typically involves a short but rugged hike over uneven and rocky terrain. Proper footwear and caution are advised. Once there, visitors are treated to breathtaking views of the coastline and the dramatic natural display of the blowhole. The Nakalele Point Blowhole is known for its dangerous conditions. The powerful waves and unpredictable eruptions pose a significant risk to visitors. There have been accidents and fatalities associated with getting too close to the blowhole. Visitors are strongly advised to observe the blowhole from a safe distance. Warning signs are posted in the area to alert people to the potential dangers. The ground around the blowhole can be slippery, and rogue waves can unexpectedly sweep people off their feet and into the ocean. The Nakalele Blowhole is a remarkable natural feature that showcases the raw power of the sea, but it demands respect and caution from those who come to witness its beauty. For David Potts, his Nakalele Point Blowhole experience would be a nightmare. David Paul Potts, age 44, of San Anselmo, California, was born on August 11, 1966. From a young age, David had a passion for construction and design, which he honed while working alongside his father, eventually becoming a skilled craftsman. After obtaining his state contractor's license, he founded his own company, remodeling and building fine homes for many satisfied customers in Marin County and the surrounding Bay Area. In 2000, David met Tika Hick, a preschool teacher, and they quickly built a wonderful life together. On January 12, 2011, they welcomed their son, Indigo Heart Potts, into the world and joyfully embraced parenthood. An avid sportsman and adventurer, David had a deep love for the outdoors, particularly cycling, skiing, and skydiving. He approached everything with an unmatched spirit and a great attitude, excelling in all his endeavors. He approached fatherhood with the same enthusiasm, setting aside extreme sports to focus on his new responsibilities. However, soon after the birth of their child, the couple received news that would turn their worlds upside down. Tika began feeling unwell and visited the doctor to understand the cause of her sudden weakness. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and informed that she would need surgery along with other treatments to combat the illness. The news was devastating for Tika and her family, who were shocked and unprepared for such an unexpected diagnosis. Feeling the need to uplift Tika and David's spirits before her life-changing surgery, her extended family decided to take action to support them during this challenging time. They decided to fund a trip for Tika and David to Hawaii so they could bask in its unmatched beauty. The couple deeply appreciated the kind gesture, knowing this would be the perfect getaway they needed after receiving the devastating news, and Tika's brother Bo decided to join them. It was their last hurrah before she was to rid her body of the cancer that was slowly taking over. So off they went, from their cozy enclave in Marin to the warm waters and awe-inspiring views of Hawaii. During their vacation, they sought out various activities and attractions. On Saturday, July 9th, 2011, they learned about the infamous Nakalele Point blowhole, highlighted on several travel websites. This fascinating natural wonder forced water and air through the hole, creating an eruption similar to a geyser. Despite its beauty, it was also known for being extremely dangerous, with powerful waves capable of knocking people down and even pulling them into the ocean. As they drove along the scenic Kahekili Highway, the anticipation grew. The road wound through dramatic landscapes, leading them to the northwestern tip of the island. Their hearts raced with the thrill of the unknown, and the promise of witnessing the blowhole's spectacular display was almost palpable. Upon arriving, they were greeted by a makeshift sign warning of the dangers of the blowhole. David led the way with Tika, Bo, and their Indigo close behind as they hiked along the rugged path to the blowhole. Each step brings them closer to the dramatic display of nature's power. The trail was uneven, but the stunning views of the coastline and the rhythmic crash of waves against the rocks made every step worthwhile. When they finally reached the blowhole, David's eyes widened with wonder. The sight was even more impressive than he had imagined. Each wave surged through the blowhole, creating a spectacular eruption of water that shot high into the air. The force and beauty of the display were both exhilarating and humbling. Feeling the magnetic pull of adventure, David decided to get closer to the blowhole to truly experience its power. With excitement and caution, he approached the edge, where the water sprays danced in the air. The roar of the blowhole was deafening, and the spray misted his face as he stood close, feeling the incredible force of nature's geyser-like eruption. David, ever the adventurous spirit, was enthralled by the blowhole. Ignoring the apparent dangers, he began dancing and frolicking in the sprays of water. Many tourists in the area thought his actions were reckless, but David's zest for life was undeniable. At the same time, Rocco Piganelli was enjoying a vacation with his family and wanted to snap a picture of his daughter and friends when the blowhole exploded with water. Waiting for the right moment, the man captured the moment as a massive wave erupted from the blowhole. Moments later, an enormous wave from behind knocked David off his feet, pulling him into the hole. Onlookers watched in horror as tourists scrambled to the nearby cliffs, frantically searching for any sign of David. Some hoped he might have been pulled out to sea and could be spotted in the water, perhaps able to grab onto a life vest or flotation device. Tourist Rocco Piganelli stared in horror as he watched a large wave push the tourist into the hole. We all stared for like 30 seconds, and then I realized he's gone. He's down there. I felt like I was going to throw up. The girl who was with him let out this horrifying scream, he said. After scanning the tumultuous waves for some time, they realized he was not visible. The powerful waves crashed against the sharp rocks, creating an insurmountable obstacle for any rescue attempt. Even if David had been expelled from the blowhole on the other side, the chances of him surviving the violent waves and jagged rocks were slim. Amid the chaos, Tika's brother Bo had to be physically restrained from jumping into the dangerous waters in a desperate attempt to find David. The situation seemed hopeless until, miraculously, David resurfaced, gasping for air. His eyes were wide with fear and desperation as he clung to the edge, trying to save himself. The crowd collectively held their breath, hearts pounding as they rooted for him. But the moment was fleeting. Just as David seemed to have a chance to escape, another monstrous wave crashed down, pulling him back into the blowhole. The crowd watched in helpless horror as David disappeared once more into the ocean's relentless grip, leaving only a profound sense of loss and sorrow in his wake. In my heart, I kind of knew he wasn't coming out. I wanted to give him hope because it was all I could do, Piganelli said. Tika, Bo, and the infant stayed in Hawaii for a few days while search and rescue teams looked for David's body. That Saturday afternoon, firefighters searched by helicopter and personal watercraft, scanning about 2 miles of coastline, mostly consisting of lava rock cliffs and half a mile of ocean from shore. Divers also searched underwater. The search continued on Sunday before being suspended at 5:30 p.m. on Monday. David's body was never found. The family returned home with heavy hearts, and Tika faced the daunting task of picking up the pieces, losing her fiancé, becoming a single mom, and continuing her battle with cancer. Upon returning, she was scheduled for a double mastectomy in the hope of defeating the cancer. However, after David's tragic accident, Tika was left to face this battle alone. Before the diagnosis, the couple had been dealing with financial hardships and had lost their home. Just weeks after losing their home, Tika was diagnosed with breast cancer. Despite everything, she believed everything would be okay because she had her family, David and Indigo. But then David was gone. Family and friends set up a memorial fund to aid Tika and her son as she recovered from the tragedy and recuperated from the surgery. The San Anselmo Chamber of Commerce adopted the family, ensuring that all donations and holiday drives went to Tika and Indigo. They received many donations, including toys and large items that couldn't fit in the small second unit behind the house they had to sell before David's death. Reflection: shortly after the ordeal, Tika stated, "David died just a couple of days ago, and people said there's no damn way you can go through surgery now." And my response is, screw that. I can go through surgery and I'm going to be cancer-free on Wednesday. So you can't tell me I'm not going to go through surgery. I have to. I have to for my baby. I have to for me. Do I have to live with a damn tumor in me? I don't want to live with a tumor inside my body. It's trying to take over my body. It needs to be got rid of. I need to get it out of my body. And to be honest, right now, in all this chaos and heartbreak, it'd be nice to have the pain in my body match the pain I'm feeling in my heart. It will even out, but just having surgery sounds relaxing. Somebody gets to put me to sleep, and I have to sleep for hours on end. To have surgery? That sounds pretty good right now, Tika said. Unfortunately, David didn't have life insurance, and Tika had to live off donations. People have been generous, and I'm very grateful. I'm determined to go back to teaching this fall due to overwhelming bills. I'd like to be able to get a bigger place to live so that Indy can have his own room and a bathtub, she said. Tika used to roll over and kiss her husband. Now she rolls over and takes an antidepressant. She just gets up and does it because she has to for her child. She stated, "Don't want pity, and I don't want to bring other people down. I don't know that I'll ever know true happiness again, but there will be some light at the end of the tunnel. You have to fake it until you make it. David and I loved each other so much. We were together for 10 years. I still got goosebumps when he pulled into the driveway." Unfortunately, around a year later, Tika had to go back for additional surgery related to her cancer. From what I could find, Tika is alive and has returned to teaching in Marin. A few days after the Potts tragedy, the Scarmazzino family was on vacation and decided to visit the infamous Nakalele Blowhole. As a friend recorded the scene, a massive freak wave exploded over the family, smashing Dad Pino Scarmazzino into the blowhole, eerily identical to David Potts' horrendous death. "It was like a dump truck of water was spilled over us," Laura Scarmazzino said. "A friend tried to rescue Pino, and fortunately Pino was saved, but not unscathed. I couldn't believe the pain that I was in. I felt like I had crushed my ribs. I felt myself just getting dragged in," Pino said. The couple's 10-year-old daughter Vanessa can be seen in the video sobbing over what had just happened to her father. "All I saw was him getting dragged down. I was afraid that he wouldn't be there," said Vanessa. In the aftermath of the massive wave, cuts and scrapes marked Pino's arms and torso. He has a scar the length of his forearm from his brush with death. He was the lucky one and survived, unlike Potts. David Potts' enthusiasm for life, infectious smile, and relaxed demeanor made him many friends and brought joy to all who knew him. He motorcycled, skied, rode bikes, and base jumped. He has left incredibly happy and lasting memories with many who loved him. When thinking back about his friend, Warren Dodge recalled, "He was a man's man, but what really stands out is how much he loved his wife and son." Vacationing with family is a treasure trove of joy and unforgettable moments. It's a time when laughter echoes more loudly and shared adventures create bonds that last a lifetime. Exploring new places together, trying new activities, and even the simple joy of sharing a meal can become precious memories. However, ignoring warnings and engaging in reckless behavior at tourist sites is irresponsible and downright foolish. Your life is far too valuable to be lost to a moment of carelessness. These warnings are put in place for a reason, to protect lives. When you disregard them, you're not just putting yourself in danger, you're also endangering those who may have to rescue you or deal with the aftermath of your actions. Reckless behavior can lead to severe injuries or even death. It's not worth the risk. A moment of thrill or a desire to capture the perfect photo can result in catastrophic consequences. Don't be that person who turns a dream vacation into a nightmare for yourself and your loved ones. Respect the rules, heed the warnings, and understand they are there to ensure your safety and avoid an outdoor disaster. Thank you for watching. Want more outdoor disaster content? Check out these stories I believe you'll enjoy.